gonna prop it or something?
Yeah, now it's recording. And I just press it once, and now it's recording.
Yeah, I'll let you know if it's not red.
And I press it. There we go.
Let's see. From the Vinny. Yeah.
That's what we like. The radiation from the camera killed Buzz on the first night of his tour. The radiation from the camera ruined the first tour.
What was that? So you played Houdini in Europe. How was it shaking the cobwebs out of the songs and getting them like playable and converting them to a live?
Actually, that's one reason why we did 3 of them tonight, because they were kind of fresh in our minds.
Yeah.
And I'm playing with Dave, Dangerous Dave Stone.
Yeah, Dave Stone.
Dave's a great guy. He's a good friend of ours, and I think he's a genius.
Yeah, you had him on
play
tour.
bass.
Yeah, you had him on tour with the second guitar a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's very good. It was more than a couple years ago.
Really? All right then. I guess.
Time flies.
Yeah, I've been to a show at least yearly for the past.
Yeah, we like the tour.
Yeah, actually.
Playing here's it's a good town to play in.
Yeah, it's a nice place. A couple years ago.
Boston or Cambridge or wherever the hell we are. I'm from LA, it's all the same to me.
Yeah, East Coast is awful.
It's cold. That's all that matters.
Long ways from home. It's so sad.
A couple years ago, I went to a show and I was too young to get in.
How old?
Right now, at the time, I was 15 or 16.
You must have been. We did a double set thing with Dave. It was at least 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while. It might have even been the year before the double set thing. But,
how old are you?
I'm 21.
21.
Yep.
Legal age. It's the best age.
Exactly.
I'm 41.
awesome.
I think my 40s are my best. So far, have been the best.
Cool. That's great.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, thanks.
I would not want to be, and no offense, but I would not want to be in my 20s again. Nothing against you guys. Nothing you can do about it. Huh?
It's not too much to think about, Too many things.
You know what I wish somebody would have told me?
What?
That there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about.
That's great. Coming from Buzz Osborne.
I would have relaxed if I'd have known that you could just relax and everything's going to work out fine. Life is beautiful and the streets are paved with gold.
Play guitar for a living.
Most of my friends don't play guitar for a living, and most of my friends are in their late 30s or late 40s, and, all through there, and they agree. I mean, when you're in your 30s, it's cool. You've kind of had enough living that you figured out what's going on. When you hit 40, it's like it's just way better. It's just I'm just way more happy than I've ever been.
Cool.
I'm into it. I think you should be happy whatever age you are.
Yeah, definitely.
We live in an ageist society. I think it's too bad. It's almost like we can only be happy. I was supposed to be happy at the time I was the most unhappy.
Like high school, college, those years.
Yeah.
The best years of our lives.
I didn't have that experience. I was pretty miserable during that whole time. Maybe that was self-inflicted. I don't know, but it's the truth, nonetheless. Maybe other people have other experiences, but I'm much more comfortable the farther I put myself from those kinds of feelings.
Did that have anything to do with the songwriting at the time? Did that feeling have anything to do with the songwriting at the time, like Blue Torch and Osmo?
Well, the weird thing about it is I didn't start playing guitar until I was out of high school. So I started playing guitar 18. Now, I didn't really get a guitar until right around the time I graduated from high school. And there I got a guitar. And we were playing gigs within 2 years.
Wow.
So most people have played since they were teenagers. I never had that experience. I never played in other bands. I never played in cover bands. I never did any of that shit.
So there's some rumor that you're in a Jimi Hendrix cover band.
I've never played in any cover bands. The only bands I've ever been in are the Melvins, Pantomas, and Venomous Concept, and that's it, really. And this.
Yeah. Do you consider this another incarnation of the band, or what?
We're not really a band. It's like a band would rehearse all the time, do these things. We kind of just get by to some degree, but those guys are great. The opera. And fortunately, I'm playing with a good drummer, who's Dale, who's amazing. He plays just about anything, and he's a good player, so it makes it easier. Do you write most of the drum stuff?
Sorry, do you write most of the drum stuff? I've heard that you write, or at least give ideas for a lot of the drum lines?
We work really hard together on that. Very much so. Dale's a very egoless player. So if I come up with an idea for something, he'll generally work it out. Sometimes it doesn't work. But I've got a lot of ideas for things, but he still has to play it. I'll have an idea and he'll flesh it out. There it is. Yeah, that's it. You know.
That's awesome you guys have that. And obviously shows what you do. It's very
Well,
cool.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, well, thousands of people think so.
What was that?
Thousands of people think so.
Yeah, money rolls in by the hundreds every year.
Have you and Dale been writing any new stuff since Austin has been takeover?
I'm always writing new stuff.
Awesome, that's great.
Pigs of the Roman Empire was our last album.
I love that album.
I think it's my. It would easily be out of 20 or so albums I've been involved with. It'd be in my top 5.
Totally, yeah. A lot of fans complain about the collaborations, but I think that's a great album.
They don't know what they're talking about.
No, they don't know what they're talking about.
They're not me. That's what I think is really weird about that kind of stuff. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's like, our entire career, we've done exactly what people don't think we should do. Always. I think that's why it works.
Yeah, they probably will.
I mean, what would they want us to do? You know, if we did albums that sounded exactly the same, they would hate us. They would hate us. They wouldn't like it either. So you can't win no matter what you do. So you know what? I don't let it worry me. That album is fucking great. Hostile Enemy Takeover is great. Colossus of Destiny is great. Those are 3 of our newest ones, and they're 3 of my favorite records. They're totally different. And I don't know of another band that's doing that kind of thing.
It's surprising me how many fans don't appreciate Colossus of Destiny.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's not a noise record.
No, it's totally not.
They think that's a noise record. They should go out and listen to some noise records.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're talking about. Well, I mean, idiocy comes in all forms. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not my fault if they don't know what. It's not my job to worry about whether they understand it or get it. It's not my job to lead them down. Look, see, this is what we're doing. See, I don't give a shit. I do what I do, and if they don't get it, oh well. All I have to do is wait, because if you wait long enough, most people will just go.
Yeah, it's like focus if you're on their own. That's one of the things I love about your band. You guys do what you want, and you happen to share it with us, and that's great. And we get the benefits of that.
We really like what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we try to make it something that somebody else would like, with the idea that we make music that we would like as fans.
Yeah.
We do things that we would appreciate.
I actually I wondered about that. You can't really hear your own band. It's just kind of a shame.
I don't want to hear my own band.
Why is that? It's great.
No, you're too close to it.
Yeah. Pick it apart.
It's sort of like reading your own book or something.
Yeah. Do you listen to your own albums?
No.
You gotta put them on the shelf.
It's not fun for me. I listen to them for reference sometimes, but I can't remember the last time I listened to Ozma or these bands. I don't even
I listen to Ozma all the time.
Well, the thing about it is it's like you make the records and you walk away from it.
Yeah.
When the time it's mastered, and it goes to the pressing plant, you get it back, you listen to it a couple times, and you go, okay, next.
Yeah, you can't wallow in it.
Wow, we're really great. It's amazing album. I'm gonna listen to it all the time. No. I listen to other music for pleasure. That stuff I hear with warts and all. I hear all the little things I don't like about it.
Yeah.
It's just different. It's a different experience. It's far too personal and weird.
What are you listening to right now?
Today, what did I listen to? I bought an iPod recently, and I'm surprised I'd never bought one before. I don't know how I've survived this long without one.
I know, everyone feels that when you get one, you're like, how did I live without this laptop?
It's amazing. I love it. Today I listened to, what did I listen to? In the band they were listening to Neil Young. I listened to on my own, I listened to some of Tricky's Pre-Millennium Tension record, and I listened to Cream.
I heard you like Latin Playboys.
Oh yeah, they're one of my favorites. They're the kind of band that makes me want to make music.
Yeah.
You like that stuff?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I have, I think the second one. Dose, yeah.
2.
Yeah.
That record's great. I heard they got a live album coming out at some point. Dale saw them live. I've never seen them live. When they played the last time, I was on tour with Panama. So but Dale said it was really good. I'd really love to see it. That'd be good.
What is Phantom working on now? Is Phantom working on anything now?
Now we've had the last last 2 years we had 2 albums come out. We've done 2 U.S. tours, 2 European tours, 2 Australian tours, and New Zealand and Japan in 2 years. So
Is it
we're
hard
pretty
to
much
collab,
done.
to work together like Phantom was Melvin's, Metaphor and Altamont? Is it hard to like get that all?
It's a lot of work,
Yeah.
but that's what I do.
I mean, you guys tour religiously, like every year. Like, you count on an Melvin show, so you get it done.
I feel like if we don't tour, that people will forget about us because there's no radio and there's nothing else.
And your live show is like,
That's all we got.
that's what the band is. Like the records are for like remembering the live shows.
Records are a different thing.
Oh, actually, speaking of live shows on record, there's some rumor that you guys are recording or releasing a recorded version of Houdini that you played in England on DVD.
No, that's not true.
Oh, that's too bad.
No, we're gonna do we'll probably record a live version of it at some point.
Cool.
That whole thing, but not a DVD. No. There was people there filming a DVD, but it wasn't. It was for the Ultimate Party archive.
All right. Do you have a lot of do you have your own recorded live shows? Is it like an archive?
I have some, but I can't watch sit there and watch a live show. Oh, great.
No, there I am.
And I think we'll probably do a DVD at some point, but I have to think of some angle on it. It's not a normal DVD.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. I don't know if you saw our book.
Yeah, I have the book.
Yeah.
You signed it.
Oh, okay. The book is a classic example of the kind of thing we want to do with the DVD.
Elaborate CD package, right?
Elaborate CD package where you're like, I want to make a book, okay, but I don't want to make some bullshit, Pink Floyd grew up here. Who gives a shit? I want to do something that's more interesting, and it was a different kind of rock.
Yeah.
So when we do a DVD, it's got to be a different kind of DVD. I don't want some. Here's a little live show for you.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that at all. Not at all. I mean, it's done to death.
Yeah,
What would be the point, They re-released this thing, Solid of 1,000 Delights, but
Yeah, I got it.
that was a long time ago, and I was like, yeah, go ahead, I don't care. But we do an official one. I will want people to be as confused after watching it as they were before watching it.
Yeah, keep them coming back, trying to figure it out.
I have to interest myself to begin with.
Yeah.
If I think it's good, that's it. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no positive creative energy, creating it, then it's not going to be that.
One thing I really love is when people say stuff like, you guys just did Colossus of Destiny. You're ripping people off for the money. I'm like, how much fucking money do you think they made off of that record? Are you kidding me? What planet are you living on? And if I could make money off of that stuff, I would. No money in Colossus of Destiny. That's insane. Totally insane. You're living in a world of make-believe.
I'd like to ask you about your lyrical approach. I mean, like, people understand the music, they hear the lyrics, and it's like tiptoeing around some meaning or something, like at first it just sounds like gibberish, but that's obviously not the case. Like, how do you approach the writing of it?
Well, the music or the lyrics are almost always inspired by the music song.
Yeah. Kind of thing.
No, not at all. I mean, we've done a little bit of that. Since I took the time to print those on the Houdini record, then I don't know, people assume that that's what they're all like.
Yeah.
Which isn't true.
Yeah, some of them are obviously more comprehensible.
Yeah, I would say 99% of them are actual lyrics.
Yeah.
But I don't like lyric sheets personally.
Yeah.
I think it's out of context sometimes. I don't feel comfortable with this, so I don't do it.
I mean, it's taking apart, so much of the purpose of listening to it, hearing the lyrics yourself, and, interpreting it, right? And you're sitting there reading a little book, like this.
Yeah. I agree. So, all the lyrics are very meaningful. And I just figure if we play them right, we play them live, and we mean it when we're doing it, then somebody will get something. They'll understand.
Yeah, totally.
And I don't have to tell them what it is. It's like I wouldn't explain to somebody, why did you do a record like Colossus of Destiny? If I have to explain it, then you're not worth it. Just let me do the driving, people. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for a long time. I've seen a lot of shows, listened to a lot of records.
I have to mention, I was saying before, I went to some show that I couldn't get into, and some security guard actually went in and got you, came out and apologized to me and my friends.
What is that? Where was that?
New York?
Where?
I think it was Gallery Ballroom.
Oh, you know what? I remember that.
Remember that? That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
You came out and you kind of
yeah.
and I had this shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
I kind kind of meant to get you to sign it.
Sure, I'll sign it.
Cool. Let's see where you
Is
got
that
it.
inside out?
It's not. No, it just looks like crap. Yeah, I can get you to sign some other stuff later.
No way. I'll sign it to eBay.
No, I wouldn't sell any of it.
No, nobody would do that.
That's true, man.
I'm kidding. Oh wow,
I'm a
it's
true
great.
fan. Thank you. I left off the boy. I kind of.
We stole that image anyway.
Yeah.
Sure. Huh? I don't know, some coloring book.
I thought that was a.
Not stole. No, we didn't steal.
No.
Borrowed.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that Cracker Barrel cheese was for you guys. There's another rumor that you guys love Cracker Barrel cheese.
No. Actually, we like going to the restaurant Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, we stopped at the restaurant on the road.
The only reason is because it's so easy to find.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
I'm not particularly fond of it, but when you're out on the road, it's easier to just go to the known as opposed to the individual.
So, do you know
Dead
about
fish
that
somewhere.
message board? You know, on the Melvins.net, there's a message board, lots of.
I know of it.
Yeah, you know of it? Because people on there wonder if you guys kind of lurk around. It's your secret name and like, you know.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not registered on any kind of website like that, except for porno websites. But then I wouldn't use my real name anyway. Once again, it's a little too. The internet is something that a friend of mine sends, Dan Raymond, a friend of mine, he sends stuff sometimes that he thinks is particularly hilarious. I don't know if it's off of that or if it's off something else, but I think it's great. And most of it, I would say, what I've seen, I would say, maybe there's true stuff on there as well. Of what I've seen, I would say 80% is totally not true. There might be a shred of truth to it to some degree, but absolutely unfounded, and I don't know where it comes from. And so I prefer to leave it that way. I think that to let it have a life of its own, it's okay. But the people are creating this. I'm not doing it. You know, nobody asked me about this shit. I don't know. And I couldn't be bothered making people understand. You know, like, oh no, this is actually correct. I've got other things to do. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things that adds so much depth to your band. There's like a whole galaxy, like a Melvins universe, and like all the merchandise and the fetuses and shit like that. Like, just
It's sort of like with the website. We have our website,
With the
Melvins.com.
Most infuriating website of all time.
But there again, it's just like, okay, you know, the reason we haven't ever done a website is because I fucking hate websites. It's like, I don't want some, tour, you know, if people want to find out stuff about our band, it's already on the internet. Do you want tour dates? It's on the Ipecac site or on a fan site. The guy that does the Melvins.net,
Yeah, he's
from
awesome.
everything I know, he does an amazing job.
He really does.
You know? And I don't think like I would do something that's better than that. So we want to do, once again, we would do, if our website, once it gets launched, will be something different.
Right. Oh, so you do want to launch a website?
Something, but I have to think of what.
Yeah.
You know, most band websites, if you look band websites, I've looked at a lot of them. If you look at them, they're just a vehicle to sell T-shirts.
Yeah, that's
I have no
true.
fucking interest in selling fucking T-shirts. None. Online. You know, none. So I don't want it to be, oh look, you can buy a shirt. Oh, Trent Reznor, you can buy a shirt on his Nine Inch Nails website. Wow. How amazing.
I haven't heard the new Nine Inch Nails album. I heard it's crap.
I'm a big Nine Inch Nails fan, and I don't like that record, and I like the last one.
Did they steal that title from you guys with teeth? I mean, that's the name of your song. Like,
I think they'd have been better off recording that song. Quite frankly. I guess Trent's trying real hard, but makes no sense to me.
it's kind of recycling, you know, all the crap.
I don't know where the good stuff came from. Actually, it's hard. It's weird to me. Well, what's the most interesting about that kind of stuff to me, or the most confounding, is that this is a guy that obviously has a fucking shitload of money, far more than any of us could ever imagine. You know, a shitload of money. That guy has millions and millions and millions of dollars sitting there, and this is the kind of records he makes. Why? He doesn't need money. He doesn't need to have a hit record. What? You know? So it's not about money.
Wait,
So
what's it
obviously,
about?
then what is it? Chicks.
I don't know. I guess
Does he get? Is it like he wants respect in the music business? You know?
not the way to get it. I mean,
I don't know. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. I don't understand what motivates those kinds of things. I don't understand why do they have to do anything like that? Why? That guy is rich beyond belief. and this is what he's doing. Did you take? Did you? Should they put an L on your forehead for El Stupido? That would be an EL. I don't get it. Why, Trent? Why? You know?
Well, he will watch this, so
Yeah,
maybe he'll get back.
Can I ask what happened with Kevin? I mean, I'm sure that's pretty personal stuff.
Yeah.
People are,
Well, you know, the thing about it is Kevin has his own personal issues, and I think that maybe someday when he gets past all that stuff, me and him can be friends again.
never a future bass player. Never a future bass player for the band, no.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Anything's possible, but not under the circumstances as it is now.
Speaking of bass players, you're teaming up with Big Business. That's happening pretty soon? How they're on their way down to LA or whatever?
They're not going to be down until the first of the year, at some point.
Are you recording an album of new stuff that you write together? Or?
I have a lot of ideas for stuff. We've had a pretty, I mean, you know, believe it or not, we've had a pretty, this is another thing that I find hilarious. How come you guys don't have a new album out? Let's see, you know? I can't think of any reason why we don't have an album out right now. Not one reason, you know? I've had a pretty terrifying year as far as that's concerned. The last thing I wanted to do was get rid of the bass player. So there you are sitting with that, and it's just like, okay. That took up it was fucked up, you know. I don't know. We had to cancel a whole tour as a result of his shenanigans, and a whole year, or half of the tour, and a whole European tour. And I feel like we gave him every chance in the world to get it together. Maybe someday he will. Maybe he is. But that was very difficult for me to do.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, you guys have lost a lot of bass players. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't get any easier.
We haven't lost them. We've kicked them out.
Oh, that's even better. This is the first.
I don't know where he went. We'll have to find somebody else. No, we've never lost a bass player. I've always made a conscious decision to kick every single one of them out.
That's great. I mean, I'd love to ask you about each one because so many people want to know, but I'm not gonna do that to you.
It's pretty much the same story all the way down the line. What basically happens is I stop agreeing with him on a personal level or a musical level. That's it. Generally.
Hey, I mean, you can't sacrifice the band for someone like that.
Maybe you can.
No, it's not.
But I don't want to. If I'm not happy, I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
You know? That's it. And I've never been wrong as far as I'm concerned.
No, I don't think so either.
What I find really amusing about that stuff is people will say, I really wish such and such would happen. It's like, dude, that was like 15 years ago, and you never even saw us play with this guy. You know, you have no idea what you're talking about. You know?
Once people have some wild notions about Joe,
he was
writing
better.
all the music and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Bullshit.
He was writing all the music. So was Mark, and so was Kevin.
Yeah, right. That's why
I certainly was never involved in writing any songs or any of this stuff. It's always been somebody else. What the fuck are they thinking? What could they be thinking? You know? It's crazy, you know? Yeah, look at the long string of albums that Mark's put out.
Yeah, the silent treatment.
Which was recorded before he got kicked out of our band.
Really?
Yeah. Little do people know.
I didn't like that record. It was sort of boring. It was like same over.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's to say? You know? Yeah. I don't know. I think it's not a whole lot unlike with Biafra, where the band, his ex-bandmates say that he didn't write any songs. Well, it's like, yeah, but Biafra's the one that's been putting out records, not you guys. If you guys wrote all the songs to the Dead Kennedys and he had nothing to do with it, then put an album out. It sounds like the Dead Kennedys. That shouldn't be a problem then, should it?
Stand around whining.
Let's see you put out an album out, and then we'll believe you. And have it sound like the DKs.
Right, there shouldn't be any problem doing that.
No, if you guys wrote it all, why not?
You know you were spotted at a baseball game or two?
I've been spotted at lots of games. Usually they don't know they don't know who I am.
No, yeah, they were looking at
Just
someone
looking
else.
at the weird
and they were
guy.
like, oh, who's that guy? They made some comment.
Look at the weird guy.
Of course.
Yeah. That was at a White Sox game. In the last couple of years, I've really gotten interested in baseball. I think it's a lot of fun. I hate sports generally. I couldn't care less about basketball. And watch a bunch of 8-foot freaks. You know, so what? So if you're 9 feet tall, you have an advantage. Who cares? No, I don't care. Football, I would be really interested in football if I could guarantee career-ending injuries every 10 minutes, then I'd be into it. Baseball's the one for me.
You don't have career-ending injuries in baseball. What's the draw? No one's getting
Baseball's
clobbered.
much. I'm intrigued at the way it works. The one thing that really got me into it was the fact that when I realized how important the coaches were.
Yeah.
And that it's the only sport where the coaches wear the same uniforms that the players do.
Yeah, that's true.
How weird is
While
that?
they're wearing like khakis and stuff.
Some suit. But I don't know. I think baseball's good. It's harmless. I mean, you know, I don't want to play baseball, but I really like watching it.
National pastime.
People think it's really boring, but I also like playing chess and stuff like that. So I think there's a connection. I only play against a computer though.
Do what? You beat it?
No, I have it cranked up to the highest level, so it stomps the shit out of me every game. I always try. I'm gonna do something crazy and just get your throat cut. I think that's really the only way to do it. I don't know anybody that wants to play it anyway, and I know hardly anybody that wants to go to baseball games anyway. So.
Well, if you ever want to go to a baseball game and you're in New York, you call me up. I'll go with you for sure.
I'd love to go to New York. Both New York teams play a couple times this year.
Yeah. I'm from New York originally. I go to school in Vermont, so I got a 4-hour ride ahead of me in a little while. But
we played in where did we play in Vermont? We played a couple places.
Higher ground, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the record.
And Burlington.
Yeah.
Burlington.
Higher ground's in Burlington. Yeah. Actually, speaking of New York, my parents are going to be at the New York show. I persuaded them to go, so they can understand.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, so.
That might be a mistake.
Yeah, I told them to stay in the back and experience it for the experience, even if they don't like.
Webster Hall's a cool place.
It is a cool place. Yeah.
That's where that Public Enemies Limited riot was a long time ago.
Maybe we can stir up some fights.
Not me.
That pit was pretty nasty tonight.
Don't mind me. I wasn't inciting anyone to do anything.
Right. I don't know. The Melvin's pits are nice though. They just kind of surge. You're not like getting elbowed. It goes with the music.
When I go to shows, I generally don't like to get that close as a result of that.
It's good sound in the middle there. Yeah, I mean.
Stay near the back. I can see fine.
Yeah.
I don't go to that many live shows.
Yeah.
I'm not my own band because I spend so much time in places like this every year that
Sick of them.
well, when I'm off home, usually, your off time isn't really off time. You're generally speaking, writing material or whatever it is. I play guitar all day. Let's go to a bar. I don't even drink. So bars are only fun if you're drunk. If you're never drunk, it's never fun.
The most horrible place you could be.
Hanging around a bunch of fucking idiot drunks. I couldn't care less.
Is Mike and the Melvins still gonna happen?
No, I don't know. It's hard to say.
All right.
Anybody's guess. So let's just say yes, it's gonna happen. It'll be out next week.
Cool. Get everybody nice and excited. Was there? I heard something about there being like extra Lustword material that was gonna be released.
There might be one song, maybe, but I think it's just a remix. Or not a remix, because we did a bunch of different mixes of it. We never really said what was Lustword and what wasn't. So we never will. A lot of people get a lot of the stuff wrong. There's songs where they think, I've heard people say that they think Lustword ruined that song. I was like, well, actually he wasn't on that one. I think it's pretty hilarious.
You feel some kind of sense of humor is important to be successful in music? I mean, the Melvins obviously have this, some kind of sense of humor that you can.
We have a sense of humor, yeah. It's important. You shouldn't take yourself too seriously. Don't be afraid to do something totally stupid. What can happen? You're gonna get dragged before the committee somewhere, or what?
Awesome.
Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I could talk to you for hours, but that's not really. Oh, I wanted to ask you about those Nikes. You just had the opportunity, so you went for it.
Dale's friends with somebody from Nike. I don't wear tennis shoes. I wear steel-toed boots.
Nice.
Folks, I really hate to be disingenuous, but the owner is up there shrieking to get the fuck out.
Oh, it always happens.
Is this on tape?
It is.
Yes.
Excellent.
Say hi. 'Cause
Get the fuck out!
there we go.
Okay, we're leaving.
I don't think she's. I guess I'll hold it.
You'll hold it?
If you don't want to.
He has no worries.
Yeah.
Back when his mom used to be like, what is this, a pajama party? And told me the story about one time everybody came in and changed into their pajamas. You're like, yeah, it is. Thanks.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for the toy.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Maybe I'll see you in New York.
Yeah,
Thank you. You're gonna be careful.
I gotta say,
Thank you.
Gotta drive, but we'll make it.
Joe, when he has open
turn it off?
songs,
Yeah, I guess you might as well, huh?